In this video, we are going to discuss the implementation of the user profile page. So after the user successfully log in with his her password and username, and so we check in the fake database and everything matches, we are going to be rerouted or redirected to the user profile page. And that's what we are going to do in this video. So let's go for that. So we are in the step-by-step Flask introduction file. We are in step 15 now, right? So that's what we are going to do. We are going to create, first of all, endpoint for this profile. So what we are going to do is we are going to create that endpoint doing something similar to this one here. So just copy this portion here, go back to your code, and can be right there. Doesn't matter where, but it needs to be before you run the Python program that is right here. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to be rerouted to the profile and the username. So you're going to see in your browser, you'd see profile / for example, Alice. All right, so let's discuss a little bit about this part here first. How do I get this part here? This part is going to be dynamic allocated, right? This path, the URL path here, this additional parameter that we're providing here needs to be populated some way. And if you look at here, so let's go back here to remember the login itself. Here is the case, this if statement is everything goes right. So there is the username and password are in the database, they are okay. And now we have here, remember, we are redirecting to the URL of profile, and this is the profile. Look at this. This is the name of the function. So we are right there. So we are for profile. And look at that. If you want to provide additional information, you can use a comma here. So there is a comma with the additional information. How you pass that additional information? First of all, you need to create a variable, and this variable will be the same variable that you're using here. So the username there is the same username here. So it's just a variable. And then what I'm passing to this variable, what I'm setting this variable to, is the username. So this whole thing that I select could be Alice. So the username equal to Alice. So when comes here, you're going to have profile / Alice. And the function itself, you always will also use the Alice. And that's what you have here, username, that is the same as this one here. And we are rendering the template. We are not doing anything with the username yet, but we are going to change it very soon. But for now, I'm just rendering the template. That is going to be this one. We don't have it yet. We are going to create, but this template is going to be in this URL in your browser. So just remember, we are being redirected from the login page to another page. So it's a 300 request, as we did before. We know about this. We have discussed it. So the next thing we need to do is to create this user profile file, right? So here is what we are going to do in item 16. And we need to go to the templates again and create this file. And then from this file, it's going to be shown in your browser. So let's go for it. So I'm going to move this a little bit this way. I'm coming here. And again, all the HTML files I'm going to put in templates. So I'm going to say new here. And I'm going to say user profile.html. Don't forget the HTML. So I have it right there. And I'm going to copy this page here. That's a very small page, but nevertheless, that's the page that we are going to display for the user. Control V right there. Control save, don't forget to save. It should work as it is right now. So let's give a try. So we are going to give a right username and password, and let's see if we get this guy right there. So that's what I want to do. I want to come here. I need just to follow the link. So we are here. So I'm going to provide Alice, and I know that her password is Kurt. So I put here, and then it says welcome back. And then we are going to add her name here, in this case, Alice. But you can see it's already there, Alice. You see the user profile, Alice, is right there. So that's a good thing. We are starting in a good pace here, all right? All right. So I'm going to leave this open for a while because we are going to do some other changes there. So we test our application. So we did that already. So we check for non-registered, for wrong password, and when everything is right, the valid username and password, we just did that right now. Now we are going to personalize the user profile. And what I want to do is the welcome back. I want to add Alice instead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the welcome back with this line here. So I'm going to go back here, and this line here, I'm going to replace with something like that. And what is here is what we call Jinja 2. So this is just, again, it's a new syntax that you need to learn. And basically what it does, it's going to replace this variable with its actual value. And the value here, username, if you remember, is Alice. And that's what we have there. Control save. We are sending Alice already. If you remember here somewhere, we are sending. Oh, we are not sending yet. We need to send it. Sorry. So let's see how we do it here. We put that. Let's see here. Let me just move this a little bit. This. Now, what we need to do is we have not sent it yet. We need to send it again as a parameter. So we are going to provide this parameter here in the render template that we had before. Remember that before we didn't have any parameter being passed to this HTML, but now we are sending. So we are passing this parameter also. So that's what we are going to do here. So let me move this a little bit here. Profile, what is it? Profile is right here. So, and even in the VS Code, you see that the username is like it's kind of a gray out because we are not using it yet, but we are going to use right now. So we're going to do this. I'm going to send whatever I got, maybe Alice. So this is Alice, and I'm creating a new variable here that is username. So the render template function, when it's parsing this file, is going to see if there is any username in that page, and we have it, and it's going to replace this username with the value. In this case, is going to be Alice, for example. That's the way to do it. So save this guy, save that one. And then if we go back here and we reload, you can see that says welcome back, Alice. And again, just for double checking, I'm trying to go to the root. I'm going to get redirect for the login. In the login, I give Alice and then the right name. And then I go here. I'm going to be redirected again to profile Alice. And it says here, welcome back, Alice. All right. Now, imagine that like in 5 minutes, you close this, and in 5 minutes, you want to come back here and you want to log in again. And again, you need to provide your username and password. So imagine that every 5 minutes, you want to check your email or something, and you need to provide your password every 5 minutes. It's going to be very, very annoying, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to create, we are going to use a concept of session. And we are going to discuss this in the next video, that if there is a user already logged in, just go ahead and go to his or her profile without asking the username and password again if it has been already logged in. That is the case, for example, Netflix, right? After you do once, you log in once, every time you go to watch a movie, it knows that's you most of the time, and then go right away to the move session without asking you again to enter your information. So that's the feature that we are going to implement in the next video. All right, thank you very much.